am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the date done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices, add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
Watch out, people. Watch out. Me get my jersey already. So you know it's like Ali Cup up. Ali Cup is not a Folly Cup. August 12 and 13, 137 Mountain View Avenue. You know it's an XL headquarters that. That one you go loud, it's a pro. So come bust the crowd and the club. Cause we gonna have fun. Yo, hear me now. If you now do the right thing, you will do the wrong thing. From you will do the wrong thing, you will go get a spanking. Can't power with football, sambo, now daily ranking. Chris, if you push the boy them off of the gully banking, rise up in the morning, Father God me have to thank him. Praise the most high before me get me day cranking. It's all about Ali Cup, August 12 and 13, Deliverance Full Darcy to the fullest. So be there. Remember, Aggie Animal, striving for excellence. Mad.
All right. Well, good evening. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I am Manningsman. This is Independence Day in Jamaica. We celebrate our Golden Jubilee, and we have had a wonderful day with our track and field athletes accomplishing great exploit on the track and on the field. We have also had other sporting disciplines where our teams have done well, including our netballers, our squash team, our badminton players, and cyclists, swimmers. You know, a lot of respect to all our track and field athletes, all our other sporting discipline, in particular netballers who will be playing in the gold medal match. They will be going up against Australia tomorrow at 2:30. And I think this is a tremendous accomplishment. The first time in the nation's history that we'll be contending for the gold medal. We defeated Australia in the preliminary stages, so I'm hoping that we can have the victory in this and get our first medal. This evening, we'll have the distinguished pleasure of having with us on this Independence Day a female, beautiful, God-fearing woman, Miss Elaine Walker-Brown. And if you are connected to football in any way, shape, or form in Jamaica, you would be very familiar with her. She is presently the president of the St. Catherine Football Association. And I can tell you some things that she has done just by listening to the news and knowing what is going on there recently. The field out there in Old Harbor, the JPS at the JPS plant, was renamed into the Linval Dixon Oval. She's going to just tell us a little bit about that honor bestowed on one of our stalwarts from the 1998 World Cup campaign. Her parish also hosted the JFFD license courses, right? They have under 20, under 17 football competition going on in their parish. Their team True Juice was also a participant in the recent Tier 2 competition. Though they didn't make it, they offered a lot and could have done a whole lot better. She's here also on the back of our senior women qualifying for the World Cup, or under 17, under 20, and recently our under 15 female participating in youth competitions in CONCACAF. Unfortunately, none of the youth teams advanced to the World Cups, right? But this was done after 2 years of no local football. So she's going to share with us a little bit about that as well. I don't want to keep her waiting any long. And I know you don't want to, we're not seeing her face, but I figure at some point she's going to figure out that part of the technology. But welcome, there you go. Welcome, Miss Walker-Brown. You're actually muted, so when you're ready, you just go ahead and there you go. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. It's my pleasure having you, and I'm so glad that I didn't have to tell you to put on Jamaican colors because it is independent.
Thank you very much, Mr. Senate, for having me. Thank you. I'm a born Jamaican. I'm
Yes,
not-
yes. Listen, I'm saying that we planned this thing bad enough because the Independence concert starts at 6:30, and I'm saying, how could I have done this? And I don't miss those things, you know. I want to see all the performances because I know they have a lot of gospel artists who will be on it. But it is what it is. This is the day that the Lord has made, so
Yes,
we will
let's
rejoice.
rejoice and be glad in it.
Amen, amen. But how are you doing? How has the Independence been? I mean, watching all the track and field Commonwealth Games, World
Oh
Juniors.
my God.
Um,
We're really having a wonderful blast for the 60th. The youths have been dominant. I mean, the netballers have, everybody just making us proud, and we're proud to be Jamaicans. Anywhere they are, we are here to support them.
Wonderful. All right. Listen, I don't know. I'm assuming that all the persons listening know you, but just for those who may not know you, you want to just begin by telling them a little bit about you. I know the bio is very long, so maybe if I was supposed to have you go through the whole repertoire of things you have accomplished, that would be the total time that we spend. So, in a synopsis, just tell the people, who is Elaine Walker-Brown and how long you have been in football, and how
Wow,
did you get?
you're gonna let them question my age.
No, no, you don't have to tell the age, but you are the first, as far as I can remember. I think you're probably the first or the second because there's a female in Trelawney. I don't know if she still is, but she did
Yeah.
represent Trelawney at some point. But you're probably one of the only. You're one of the other females in football in this capacity in Jamaica. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, and you are correct. At present, there was one before us from Anova by the name of Lauren Scringer.
Yes.
Um, she's no longer, but she has set the pace for us. We have Marlene Brown in Trelawney,
Yeah.
my dearest sister and friend. And now I am Elaine Walker Brown, first and foremost.
Any
I
connection to Marlene Brown in Trelawney?
No, but God has brought us together, and I own her and she owns me. A very, very good friend. Um, I am a past president of the Jamaica Women's Football Association. In 1998, we merged through directive of FIFA, and I am the chair of the Women's Committee from 1998 until present. I'm also the first woman president for the St. Catherine Football Association, which I'm really honored to serve.
Okay. When
That's
and
a brief synopsis.
oh, that's a synopsis. But how long have you? This is your your second year. You're going in your third year now as a president.
Yeah, I'm in my third year.
Okay.
I came in October 2019. Didn't do much because the pandemic came in March. and we came back doing some work in April. But I was doing some things during COVID, what we could do on the platforms and so that's why the parish is so set, because we do what we could do despite the COVID off the field. So we are ready now to go on the field based upon what we have done.
Awesome. And what would you say are some of the stuff that you have accomplished in your short leadership role in the St. Catherine Parish? Or what have you been able to do? I know that there's some under 17 competition going on, under 20 going on as well, and you had the D license course
Yeah.
that you had out there. But what are some of the other
I
accomplishments?
think one of our greatest accomplishments when we were campaigning, we look at the governance structure of the clubs in the parish, because most parish were not properly structured. So we had put in place a transformation task force that meet one-on-one, and we did this on Zoom with the clubs to see where they're at and where they need to um, put in place to ensure that they have a proper structured club. It so happened now that FIFA had mandated us through the JFF for the same structure. So it's a plus for us. So um, most of our clubs are now registered and on FIFA Connect, and we're still
Okay.
working on the others. So I think that is one of the accomplishments. In February, we were one of the first parish with St. James to do the D license course, and I'm still awaiting another course because there's a lot of our young men and young women who are enthused to become coaches. Um, we have looked at our youth development program seriously and our referees program. Very soon you'll hear a talk about referee through the schools, so for when we get the opportunity and a little relief from COVID, we started our under 20. And the reason to start our under 20, we wanted to get our boys that are with the Manning and the Costa Cup to complete this little competition and be able to go to their school camps, because most schools camp during the summer for Manning and the Costa Cup. So we get or under 20 out of the way. We'll be having the finals of that tomorrow at the Spanish Town Prison Oval, and we'll be opening that final with the under 17. So we will start in the under 17 competition tomorrow at 1 and closing the under 20 with the finals.
Okay, awesome. That's good news. And I also saw on the news recently where there was a field in St. Catherine, also in your parish, that was renamed after one of the stalwarts of the 1998 historic World Cup qualifying male football team, senior team that is, and that was done in the year that we're celebrating 60th year of independence. So tell us a little bit about that and who that particular player is.
Yes, and I must commend the Old Harbour Bay CDC for honoring Rudy Linval Dixon. I'm not gonna say that it's overdue. Nothing happened before the time, but I am very proud of this young man. And if Jamaican can remember him, and they must remember him, he was a former captain of our Reggae Boys team in the World Cup, and he always stands out. He's a perfect example, a esteemed gentleman, and I'm really honored to be a part of such a function, for Rudy. It's well deserved. It was well deserved, and I really want to commend the whole of our CDC for taking this initiative and show him how much it means to the community that he's from, and by extension, Jamaica at large.
Yeah. All right. On another note, I mean, as you are also the chairperson for the women's committee in not just in St. You not just lead St. Catherine, but overall, I think oversight of football at the female level all across Jamaica. You chair the committee that leads that, and you also sit on the technical committee as a female to help with the technical development and the game across Jamaica. Now, I know the pandemic has seriously hampered a lot of female football, but it was struggling before that. Coming out of the pandemic, what are your plans and what are you working on to resuscitate, to revive, to restore, to resurrect women's football in St. Catherine because they say a prophet is of no honor in his own town, but I think it would be good for you dance a yard before you dance abroad. So what are the plans to dance a yard before you take it across the other parishes?
Okay, let me just tell you that during the pandemic, from the JFF standpoint, as the chair of the Women's Committee, we had put in place a women's committee in every parish, because one of the things that we are saying that we are targeting Jamaica for the development of women's football. As the president of the St. Catherine Football Association, there wasn't a development program for women's football. And as I said earlier, hence I could not, or I can't ask my clubs to start women's team. So what I'm doing at the parish level now, as I said, I'm starting on the 26th of August with a festival. I'm inviting females from age 6 to 18 to start the development program in the parish. And I'm going to introduce women's football in high schools. Although some from the parish is already in the ISA competition, I want to get more of the schools from St. Catherine involved in that development program. So I'll be doing a 7 or 9 aside competition in November, helping some of the schools to prepare to go into the ISA competition. One thing I can tell you, a lot of people is gonna look and see what I'm doing in St. Catherine, and not only as the president, but as the head of women's football. So whatever I'm doing, I'm going to introduce it to my committee and to the parishes so that the development program go right around the island. So I'm starting in St. Catherine. I'm using my parish as the model and take it across the island.
All right, so a couple of things. So are you the person who has direct responsibility to have female football across Jamaica as the chair? Is that your primary like task? So outside of your St. Catherine Association job, as the chair of the Women's Committee, is it part of your mandate to get St. Anne, Westmoreland, all of these parishes playing football?
Up and running the development of women's football with the assistant of the technical committee.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. So I'm glad that now you have the distinction of having from your parish one of the best ballers in the world, female, Khadija Bonishaw. So I mean, it means that if she could have been found in St. Catherine, there are other talents there as well. I mean, but the truth is, for a nation that qualified for one World Cup already, it seemed like women's football is still on the back burner. Um, you know, enough attention is not being paid to it. Enough resources are not there. What are the plans as where that is concerned? Where is the
I
money going to come?
don't think
Because you know, everybody gonna say that. Where is the money coming from? Good idea, but yeah.
I don't think it's lack of attention is the resources.
Okay.
Our main problem is resources. It's get attention, it has the attention, but we need to get the resources to execute our plans, what we have in place. So we just need help, we need the resources to make what we have planned a reality.
Okay, so it's resources. All right, but in 2019, when the team was it 2019 we qualified for the World Cup for the first time?
You hear me, sir? Oma?
Yeah, man, I'm hearing
Hello?
you. Yeah, we're hearing you. Are you hearing us?
Hello?
We are hearing you. We are hearing you. We're hearing you. You hearing
Sir
us?
Omar?
Yeah, man, we're hearing you. All right,
Hello?
all right. So sign out and come back in. Cut cut off and then come back in.
Mm.
All right, let me just.
What happened?
All right. Let's see if we can fix this. All right. Exit and
What happened?
re-enter. All right, there we go. All right, there you go. All right, so we're gonna start getting into the meat of the matter. If you have a specific question, you can also just put the question in the comment section, and as we progress, I will ask that question of our guest. So if you have a question, don't be afraid to type it in there, and then we will ask that question. All right. Welcome, Rudolph. Big up, Kirk. No, I'm not doing that. All right.
I don't know what went wrong. Sorry about that.
So what happened is that I think maybe I got a call or a message.
Right.
So, yes. So when that happens, well, if you're not, you know, if you see me do this next time, it means if you can see me and I do this, it means that just exit and re-enter, and it gets
call.
yeah,
And I
because
cut.
what the calls will cut it off. You hearing me? All right.
Somebody come in a while ago and the same thing happened.
All right, re-enter. Just re-enter.
I'm not talk when I see, but I'm not here. I'm not here.
All right. See if we can re-enter. Just and re-enter. All right. Let's fix this right now. All right, so all right. Lanesha, the easy. Joan Spence, bless up yourself. Lanesha, you're the easy. Are you at Eagle Republic? What? Eagle Republic? Why you have to give trouble, sir, brother? It's a Saturday, man. Behave yourself. This is Independence Day. This is Celebration Day, my friend. Not trouble day. Lanesha. All right, so.
Okay.
All right. Whenever you get
Sorry
a call,
again.
right? Yeah. So we're gonna try and figure that out. All right. But right, so I was saying that in 2019, right, the team qualified and there was money given. I mean, and then we had the pandemic. So when we hear lack of resources, the first thing that comes to many people's mind, because even the players were, I think, at some point, what would have happened to the money given for women's football development after the qualification? Because part of what FIFA does to the nations is to give funds, because there was a pandemic and nothing was going on. So shouldn't that money be there now to carry on, now that we are coming out of the pandemic?
Well, I've recently done an interview, and as I said, I'm in dialogue with the president, and we're trying to straighten up and fix what went wrong
Okay.
for us to go forward. Right. So we hope that before the year is out, because as I was saying to another media house, that some of the clubs are still active. I was recently in Montego Bay with a group of persons from overseas, and we were displaying women's football. And another group went by Manchester. So a lot of the clubs are active. They just need to get into competition and just need to get the resources that they need to just prepare themselves. So we're trying to fix things. Whatever go wrong, we're trying to just fix things and look going forward on the positive.
Yeah, awesome. But so is there any is it because these things are election based? What I mean by that is you have an election coming up. That's for you in St. Catherine, right? So do you have like a timeline to say, listen,
No.
I have a mandate. My mandate is to get women's football across Jamaica. And so I have 6 months, I have 1 year, I need resources so I can, even if I get voted out, God forbid, worst thing, me get voted out as the parish president. I want to know that I have left my mark. I got the resources that were allocated to establish the football. So whoever comes after me has a foundation to build on. So they can say, Elaine Walker-Brown, in her tenure, whether it's 4 years or 6 years, she left a solid foundation. Because right across the parish, work was done.
For me, you hear me?
Yeah, man, we're hearing you.
You're
We're
breaking up
hearing
a
you.
little.
Oh, we are hearing you. We are hearing you loud and clear.
Repeat that for me, sir, man.
No, man, you were going to say something. You were saying, for me, you hear? Are you hearing us? 1, 2, 1. You hearing us?
You're hearing you a little. You're breaking up. Yeah, go ahead again. You were
Right. So
talking about my mandate and the election.
right. No, in terms of, so as a parish president, you have an election coming. You may be put back in place. I think you will be. But worst case scenario, you're not there. Isn't there also a part of your plan that, listen, I need to get what I am supposed to get to do what I need to do. I want to have a timeline to know that in 1 year, in 6 months, in 2 years, that I have done enough work because resources have been allocated to do this. Because I'm very sure you don't want to have a position, but you're not being given the resources to do what the position requires of you.
Well, sir Omar, for me, I'm not looking at the politics. I'm not looking at 1 year I do this and I have to do that. I come to
Yeah.
football to help with the development of our football, and especially at the youth level. So I'm not looking at to accomplish everything before my mandate up. I come, and if you I don't know if you follow me in St. Catherine, a lot of person want to know who is my support, because there's other parishes that don't do what I do, and I have the bucket of some persons. I don't ask for cash much. I ask a kind, because what I want the cash to buy. If you give me what I need, I don't need the cash. So I deal with the development of the program. Like for St. Catherine, I do under 20. I'm gonna start the under 17,
Yeah.
and we're looking at the under 15 and the women's program. So I'm looking at the whole holistic of the players, and at the different level. When it comes to the development of the women's football, remember, I wasn't into the politics until I come into St. Catherine as president, and I took on the task because a lot of persons approached me because of what they see I have done for women's football and the development of the girls. So they wanted me to help. So that's what I'm here for. I'm not here about have a year and I want to come back in the seat. I want to ensure that whatever I can offer in the time that I have, I do it, because from football I see there's a lot of opportunities that a lot of us wouldn't even get through without the football, because we are from humble backgrounds, and through the sport we can able to get scholarship, we can help to develop ourselves. And this is what I'm about. I'm
Yeah.
about helping with the development, not to ensure that I stay in and I be the next president the next 4 years. No, I
No.
just want to help the young people football in whatever way I can, and whoever can come on board and help me with the resources and the things that I need to make it happen, I will be very appreciative.
Yeah. All right. Well, true, and that is Saint Catherine, and that is the right approach, because truth is, you shouldn't be concerned about, okay, election coming up. I'm going to do what I can do, what I need to do. But on a general sense, though, like I said, you're the chair of the women's committee, and so part of your mandate again is this spreading of the sport across the length and breadth of Jamaica. You unlike in St. Catherine, where that's your parish and it's just a single place, this means you need a whole lot of you need financial backing.
You're breaking up. I'm not hearing you clearly.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, right. So you need
Go ahead.
what I'm saying.
Go ahead. I hear you.
Right. So I'm saying that what you do in St. Catherine is tremendous, and that can, we can look at that. But outside of that, as a chairperson for the women's committee, you have an overall mandate for the female football across Jamaica. Now, and I know you were on so you mentioned that being another program, and things are being worked out. But what I want to know is that what is Elaine Walker-Brown plan in collaboration with the JFF to get clubs to start playing football again? At the female I'm talking about in the parishes, to have a league again, to like I said, get it going in the schools, to get it going primary schools and high schools. What is the mandate? When can we expect to see something? Is there any timeline in mind, or we just, when it happens, it happens? What is the time frame we're looking at? Because again, FIFA seem to be the kind of organization that is always giving money.
Okay, and
for the development.
let me tell you, before we qualify for the World Cup.
Yeah.
Or not. You're breaking up. You're breaking up.
No, man, you can go ahead. You said before we qualify for the World Cup. You go ahead.
You want to know what is my mandate? What the timeline I am working with?
Yeah, not even for you, but generally just for football. All right. Yeah. All right. So we're having some bad connection. Let's see if we can fix this. Hope we can fix it. Yes, I think it is I think it is the internet on your side. So I think probably. You're hearing me now?
Please, I'm on a call. I'm on a video call. Call me back.
Hello? Hello? All right. All right. Big up Peso. And let me ask you.
Okay.
All right, Miss Walker, you prefer if I call you, because I don't know if it is the internet on my side or your side, and really because the light is faded, we're not seeing you anyways.
Okay. You want me to go in the light?
Well, yeah, but if you're gonna be on video, it would make sense to see. If we can't see you, then it don't make any sense to do the video. So I don't know.
I'm outside. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
right, I don't put the light.
Yeah, it's because it's up to you, right?
All right. Good.
There you go. That's a whole lot better, man.
You should have told me that you wasn't seeing me a long time ago. I'm beautiful, so you need to see me.
All right, there you go. Wonderful. So what I'm asking is that, along with it, because this is not Elaine Walker-Brown, the JFF, what is the mandate for the next 3 years as it relates to women's football? Or what has it been in the last 3 years, and what is it for the next 3 years coming up?
Okay, as you are aware, that that next year is election year. Right?
Yeah, the presidential election, yes.
Right. But for me now, if you notice, when we start off the conversation, I told you that we have women's committee in all the parishes.
Yeah.
Right? Why we did that as a women's committee is that we want to ensure that all of Jamaica is involved in the development. Before we qualified for the World Cup, we had about 7 parishes that participate in women's football. So we want to ensure that all our parishes are involved now. Hence, we get the groundwork by putting these committees in place. So our first and foremost look is to look at the grassroots development. Meanwhile, we're looking at the start back our women's Premier League. We recently met about 2 weeks ago, and what we're looking at, we're looking at tier two and the Premier League. I recently attended a workshop in Mexico, and the presentation coming out of FIFA is that it is even for us to look at professional women with 8 clubs. As Jamaican, we think we can go there, but the teams that are the lower tier, we look at the tier two competition. So when we're looking at having the premier competition, we'll pick our top 8 women's team who is qualified, because you're not going to just play, so you have to meet the qualification in regards to the structure, your club and all of that. So that is our intent now, right? Is to look at our premier competition with intent to have it over 6 months to get the support from FIFA. Because once we play over 6 months, there's a support. If we play less than that, there's no support. So we're looking at
Okay,
our tier two and looking at
so when it says support, hold on, let me just ask. When it says support from FIFA, you're talking about for you to get financial support from FIFA, you have to play a league longer than 6 months. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Continue from there. Okay, that's good for the people to know.
Right. And in doing that now, we are going into the parishes with our development, our grassroots program. Because what we are saying as a parish or as a country, we don't want St. Catherine to do in an under 17, St. James is doing an under 6, Manchester is doing an under 20. We want to ensure that meanwhile we're looking at the women's leagues, we are doing the grassroots programs. And hence we meet with the parish association. So when we are outlining everything, everybody's on the same page. So that's where we at now. So it's just for us now to hear of the resources that is coming to us very soon in regards to the Women's League, and the competitions committee now will outline the plans of the
All right. Last again. Remember, if you have a question, I know it has been it has been interrupted on a few occasions, but if you have a question, you can let me know.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead. Yeah. Are you hearing me?
So do you understand now? Yeah,
Yes.
you understand where headspace are as a women's committee, not just Elaine now, from the women's committee standpoint.
Okay. All right. So all right, fine. Totally understand. That is now a little bit clearer. Let's get to know the female team that qualified. What role do you play in the present team in terms of what is your role with the female team? Because we realize that I don't know if Elaine Walker-Brown is separate from the JFF, but it seems like the relationship, if you go back all the way to Vin Blaine, and it seems like the relationship is a very rocky relationship between the JFF and the female team and Sidella Marley. How do you, as a chairperson, are you responsible for navigating the relationship? What role do you play in this whole structure to ensure that everything is smooth? With the federation, the players, the Marleys, the Reggae Girls Foundation, the coaching staff, all of these things. What is your role in all of that?
My role as the chair of the Edda Women's Football, it doesn't change where the foundation and Sidella Marley and the JFF is concerned. If there's any situation and whatever it is I needed and what we need to put in place, I am very much a voice there. So it's not that I am out. It's not that I'm out. I have a very good relationship with the Reggae Girls Foundation. There are some things that sometimes come up. Remember the last time the whole contract, we try sort of the contract that we don't have the same thing that we had with the last qualifying. You understand? There
Yes.
are things that we want to do, ensure that is done differently. And in this stage, because there were some things that was not done the correct way the last time, and the girls were not comfortable. You understand? And as I spoke with the president, we say we're going to ensure that everything is in place and certain things don't repeat itself. So it's not that I am out. I'm very much present. It's just that I am sometime in a no nonsense mode because of where we're at and where we as a women's committee should have been, and we want to ensure that that happens.
Okay. All right. So let's go backwards. So one of the last events that, for example, and we didn't hear, and that's what I'm saying, in the absence of a general secretary, some people are saying that you should be the acting general secretary, but we're gonna leave that for another discussion.
So, man.
No, I'm just saying that people have subject. I've heard that in the thing where you don't be the acting one until somebody, but we're gonna leave that for the time being. So let's go back. One of the most recent things is the whole luggage situation. All right, it was resolved. It's gone. It's probably water under the bridge. But like, when I'm asking the question, I'm saying when things like that happen, where is Elaine Walker-Brown? The people are saying that where is the chairperson? Shouldn't she be the one fixing this? Shouldn't the girls have called? Shouldn't somebody have spoken to Elaine Walker-Brown, say don't come out in the public? Shouldn't she be abreast of what is happening to kind of, because she's a technical person, isn't this her portfolio? What would you say to those questions?
And I'm saying that persons are not all learned, because when you travel with a team, you travel with a head of delegation that is in charge of the team and the entire delegation that represent the JFF. It's
Oh,
unfortunately, yes, it's unfortunate. So everything, say for argument's sake, they are in Colorado. They are in the training camp. We have a group and we are abreast of what's happening in Colorado. We are abreast of what's happening from Colorado into Mexico, going into the competition now. You understand? But there's a person on the ground that has to ensure that everything and whatever difficulty or the problem is, then he relates to us at the JFF. So somebody is very much there. Elaine is not everywhere, but I am
okay.
aware. And did they know that I was traveling from Mexico too when all that happened? Apparently they don't know that I was traveling too. I was there too.
So okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So sometimes persons their emotions at times and what they think should have happened and nobody persons know that I am there. I'm very much there.
Okay, okay, I see what I mean. All right. So the other one person are saying that, listen, we qualify for the World Cup. We're going to World Cup now. How come we don't have, like, where is the coach? We haven't heard anything. I mean, where's the chairperson? We need to. I'm telling you, that's I ask you originally, what is your mandate? Because what is happening is that people believe that you are the person that is over the Reggae Girls program.
Yeah,
You're
but
yeah,
Umar, I am very much there. They
okay,
cannot expect me to interfere. The coach have a job. The
yeah,
players have the manager have a job. I am there with the manager. I'm there with the head of delegation. I am there with the selection of the coach. But they must understand that the coach was put in interim. So
yeah,
they have to renegotiate with the coach now to continue as the coach going to the World Cup. You understand me? Sometimes their emotion, they are excited about what is happening, but there's a process.
yeah.
There is a process. There's things to be fixed. I am very much there. And one of the things that a lot of person would want, as some not going right, them things I must jump and go to the media. I don't do that. I don't. I'm not a person to tear down. I'm a person to go around the board table and we try and fix. But I am very much there. But you have persons in charge that you have put to oversee certain things. You have to allow them to do their job. I am a part of the technical committee. You say that.
Yeah.
I was there. I know Lon very well. I was there when Lon was selected as a coach. I am there in Mexico. You don't see me. You can't be stumbling over people because I'm the head of women's football. You put persons in place, allow them to do their job.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Well, this person is saying that they trust you to lead the women's program because I don't think people are saying that they're supposed to interfere in the job. They say you must lead the women's league and thing because you're the.
One of the things though, Omar.
I'm not going to tell you what they say you're the only one they trust. So I don't know. I don't know because you're a female.
And I don't like that. I don't like that. There's a lot. There's a lot. There are some things that we need to fix, but we don't have to put down the others. But one of the things that, and I want them to come on board and help me because one of the things though, Omar, a lot of us, we don't believe in development, we have been struggling with women football. We have been struggling, and I tell Jamaican, and I'm gonna tell your listeners that I tell them, you see the girls didn't properly prepare going into Mexico. And I tell them, say, you watch them when they go on the field because they want it, they know what it means to them. They want Jamaicans to be proud of them. They like to see the crowd. They like to see how appreciative Jamaicans are for them. So when you see they go out there and display their talent, anything that you see they give is what they have. They're gonna give their all. But what I want the listeners and Jamaicans, wherever they are in the diaspora and in Jamaica and hearing you, that we have to believe in development because a lot of people like the end product, which is the reggae girls now. You understand me? And some of them concerned about who going to replace the reggae girls. But they have to come on board and help us. They can't always like the finished product. Because someone's giving me a hard time, them not really never interested in a woman football until the reggae girls get where they are,
So let me ask you, have you like, because the Marlies are with the senior team, have you ever engaged them and said, listen, why don't you take your talent right throughout the football? Why just stick to the senior team alone? Because if you stick to the senior team, what is going to happen when this set of players go through the window? Where are the other players going to come from? So have you, as a chairperson, said, listen, Sidela or Marley Foundation, let me talk to you. This is good that you're doing, but it don't start here now. This is the end product. Let's get to the grassroots. All right? Let's move some of this, some of your expertise, some of your knowledge down to the grassroots from now so that we can keep reproducing.
All right, let me say something to you. In 1994, 2014, when Captain approached Sidela, because we were looking for an ambassador, we were looking for a face of women's football, because a lot of Jamaicans never believe in women's playing football, but we wanted a name and a face. We came up, our marketing manager at the time engaged her, and she came on board. At that time, Sidela never known about football other than she would tell us that she go football with her brothers and so. You understand? And she was willing to understand and learn. And you see what she did, because the exposure that she gave to the girls, we have never ever gotten that. We have never toured before we're going into a competition, going to different countries and play different teams and that sort of thing. And she take time and learning what is required. At first, she took on the under-20s.
Okay.
She had put on the under-20s,
Okay.
Yes, man. She had put on the under-20s. But I think that with the resources that is needed for the senior program, right? She kind of back off a little and then focus now on the women's senior. So it's for us to go back as she get mature, because we put her in something that she was just learning. You understand me? And she going out there and reaching to corporate and try to help us and ensure that the girls get the exposure that is needed. And is the exposure that they needed get them to where they are today. You understand? We would love to see her come and help with the under-20, but at the same time, we need to just step up to that too. You understand me? Let's
when I say we mean we the JFF need to step up.
Man, the JFF. One that speak as the JFF.
Okay.
You understand? to look at the whole development. And I'm telling you that we're looking at the whole development, because I can tell you that we're not going to go in any tournaments again with no any 3 months and 2 months and 4 months, even weeks preparation, because of the relationship that we have even built with persons overseas.
Let me write this down, you know. Let me write this down. I have to write this down, you know. Miss Elaine Walker-Brown just said to Mullins man, Mr. Omar Stinnett, before we go to church Sunday morning, that we will not be going in any tournament with no 3 and 4 months preparations. Preparations. Going ahead.
A long time we're doing that. It's a long time we're doing that, and we only can pass the Caribbean level at that with that type of preparation. If they're under 17, you get a little more. I sure know after they draw with Canada.
And the under 20, if they have got more preparation, here you go.
And know that I have you, Omar. Know that I have you to engage the diaspora with the Jamaicans up there, whatever we need, because it takes cash to care. So when we reach the part of airfare and accommodation and ground transportation and all of that, you understand me? You know, we're asked to come on board, because I'm not gonna bash or anything like that, but we need to be more involved at the development stage.
Yeah, but you know, that is true, you know, but you know that the flip side to that though, and you're making a valid point, that people need to be involved, but the JFF also has to engage its players and its clients. Let me say clients, let me use that, or it's the people more, the same people you want to be more engaged. The JFF in general must find a way to be more engaging, because there is a couple of things. It always seems like there is this division between the JFF and the fans, but the fans and the players are okay. There seems to be a divide between the JFF and the players sometimes, right? But the players by themselves is okay. The JFF as a group, as a block, is okay. And there needs to be a merge of those relationships. And this is where I want to ask you, what is being done to make the relationship between the JFF and the female players, the JFF and the fans, especially I'm talking about women's football, be better than it presently is?
I think the whole fan thing trigger from if the girls are not comfortable. So it's not a interaction directly with the fans. The fans, like for argument's sake, I heard that when we were in Miami, Jamaicans were saying, tell me where the GoFund is for us to send money for the girls them to get their bag or whatever, baggage and all of that. You understand me? But one of the things, I'm going to repeat what I said to you earlier, that there was some mistake and there was something that was done in a way that the players were uncomfortable last time. And we spoke about that already, whatever it was. Because as long as the players are happy and comfortable, the fans have nothing to say about it, you know. They just will work with everything.
True. But can we get a guarantee that moving ahead, the players will be? Can we moving ahead? Can we get word from chairperson for the women's committee that moving ahead, the girls will be? You will stop at nothing to ensure that the girls are comfortable.
Come on. And I know some of your listeners know me for a long time. Yeah. If it was for me alone, after these girls have dreamed so hard and tried for so many years to get the attention of the world and Jamaica to where they are at now, you understand? They wouldn't uncomfortable. They would for no reason. So if it's for me alone, you understand? I know where Kedisha coming from. I know where Denden coming from. I know where Carter coming from. Understand? I know where they are coming from. I know what they want. I know what their dreams and aspiration was. And they're achieving now. It wasn't easy for them. So if it's for me alone as a mother, I would say I'm a mother to them. The only thing that they are saying that I don't accept them growing up. You understand me? But as I said, the children will always be children. They have matured. They have worked hard. They wanted this a long, long time ago. They wanted to see the stadium full a long time ago. You understand? So if it's for me alone, they would never be uncomfortable. And one of the things that your listeners and everybody must understand, I am a chairperson of a committee. I have a board of directors and I have a management committee. Whatever I want or however I see it, I say it, but it don't stop with me.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It don't stop with me. So if Elaine can say,
I think I'm glad that you explained that, because a lot of people think like, as a chairperson, you are the one who call the shots, but you're saying that you still have a management committee and a board that you have to actually go through.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay, I see.
Exactly. And if you talk to some of these young, if you talk to some of them remember when them are come from, them are under 15. Because Keddy play every age group competition now. And at senior level, you know, she play under 15, under 17, under 20, senior.
Yes.
Then they know what I've done, they know what I'm doing. You understand me? And they know how hard I fought. You understand me? But what I'm saying, that we're coming under a little pressure now. You understand me? From the public. Because in most cases, yes, everything not sweet and dandy. You understand me? But it's not, no, we're doing this and we're struggling, we're getting there. We don't want too much of the negative. You understand me? We want to fix the negative and get to the positive. So all of the other young girls that are seeing them and want to emulate them, we are giving them that opportunity to be the next Kedisha, the next Trudy Carter, the next Blackwood, the next Jodian Brown. You understand? We want to give them that opportunity. But tell them to come and get on board, man. Because some people just talking, and with all due respect, they are empty barrels because they reach World Cup. They never believe in us playing women football, you know. So, you know much fight me get about said, come back ball, man. Woman plays in the house. We're not talk about not play football. I know some of these same people know.
True, but fine. But part of the issue doing, let me just put up this. This person is saying, he's a part of the Reggae Boys supporters club. He says that Elaine for JFF president. I don't want to put this.
Don't put me on your program and then people vex with me. No. I tell him I'm very appreciative if he sees me as that leader. But I order my step is ordered by God.
I am not.
And if I have to be there, I will be there. Thanks. Tell him thanks.
Listen.
But I don't want when we finish here. That I'm campaigning or anything.
I'm not getting in any problems. The comments that I put up is because I want to highlight them. It's not for you to respond. I was just going to say, listen, I don't want to put my friend in any problem. Understand me? So let's leave them argument there alone. Right? But
man, tell them to call me and call help me, man. Tell them to help me with the development, man. Come.
All right. She said, call her Kyle. All right, you can call her. All right. All right. So, so I'm getting an understanding of how the system works. So, as a chairperson, when you see something, say, you know that the girls need X or Y to make the program healthy. You have to bring that to a management committee. You have to bring that to a board, and they could say it can't happen now, or they can say next week, next month. I understand that, right? So that sometimes may affect how, all right, how you.
Them can't put me on also because I'm not going to them with anything that is impossible. Like for argument's sake with the contract, I saw something in the contract and I wasn't pleased, and we meet and we discuss it and it fixed. You understand me? But like for the execution, for the execution and the resources, I have to wait.
All right. Right. All right. So fine. So now the other point is that there are people who want to help, Miss Brown.
Okay. Yes, man.
People who want to help. You said it that when the luggage situation, there are people saying that where is the account that they can put money to. So there are people who want to help, but we're like people want to help, but people want to know that what they do and what they give, and I'm not accusing anybody of anything. Listen to me, goes to what they wanted to do, because some people believe monies have been given to female program and it has not gone to female football. So somebody seeing that may think, why am I going to do that? And the next thing them use it to do something else, and female football is still at the same place. So how do people, what guarantees can you give to people? Because here's someone asking, he's saying that, how can the public help with the development? How somebody who wants to give and says, listen, I want to help with the development, how do they know that what they give is going to go to what it is being asked for to do?
No, man. Once they write and they make that contribution, we know. And one of the things too, it's not only cash. It's not only cash we need. As we say, what we're doing with the parishes and starting with St. Catherine, we need some gears, we need some balls. I spoke to the president the other day when we were coming in from Mexico, and I said what I would love to, every time I move to a parish, and say for instance we have 200 girls, our kids from age 6 to 18 comes. When they leave, everyone leave with a ball. So if they even come because of style or they hear football, they go away owning a ball. A little girl own a ball and she's at home kicking it on the wall and whatever, and get affectionate where that is concerned. And within our parish now we organize weekend sessions and so, and start with their development. We need some gears. As I spoke to you earlier the other day,
Yeah.
if we get bibs with numbers, we can have them out there because we know that gears are expensive. You understand? If we can target, there are some persons come from different parishes, they can make their contribution, even maybe through their parish association, and those can come
Okay.
on and help with us transportation, bus fare for them to go back home, snacks, that sort of
Okay.
thing.
Okay. All right. So people, let me see. And Miss Walker Brown, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Uh-huh.
What you're suggesting is that, as it relates to female football, what Miss Elaine Walker-Brown is saying, that help with the development by giving kind to football programs in the parishes. It may include you getting some bibs, for example, to the parish association. Of course, you'd have to do it in collaboration with Miss Elaine Walker-Brown, because Miss
Thank
Walker-Brown, I can
you.
tell you, what I can tell you is
Hold me accountable.
exactly. So you hold your
Yeah.
account, because from personal experience, things get into parishes and don't go to the people sometimes who it's supposed to get to. All right. So you are saying that people can hold you accountable. If somebody lives in New York and want to give to St. Elizabeth because he's from there, instead of going directly to St.
Yes.
Elizabeth, reach out to you, and you will ensure that that gets to the St. Elizabeth female program,
Yes.
and it is used for
Right.
that purpose. And it is kind, meaning
Right.
ball and bibs and some soccer shoes or
And
shin guards
codes
and
and some
cones and
small
stuff like
gloves.
that. All
Right,
right.
right.
That is at the grassroots levels. That
And
that
you know
that
what
is
they can do again for Omar? They
yes.
can fly into, make this contribution to their parish, and just stay in touch with their president, and continue to assist them. When we do that now, you don't need to come through me now, because you make the connection and you attach yourself with your parish and help with that development.
Yeah, but all right, and that is true. And so I hope the people are hearing that. But let me ask next. Oh, so they're asking how they can contact you. So because one person said that there's no website, there's no email address to contact anyone in the JFF, because all of those things are not online. So maybe you need to give them an email
All
address where
right.
they can.
It's my name, it's my full name, Omar Elaine Walker-Brown at yahoo.com. And my number is so public I can't hide it. It's 876 eight two
Hold on, hold
six
on. Elaine Walker Brown, one word,
at
at
yahoo.com.
yahoo.com. All right.
Huh?
So people, there you go. Let me put it up here so you can see it. Elaine Walker-Brown at yahoo.com, and the number is 876 876
826
826
9374. 9374.
9374. All right. So anything pertaining to women's football, this is that's the email address, and we also have the number here. You call and you do that. All right. So let me what about the coaching? Because someone I saw this earlier that I think is a very important point about says the coach that are going to coach the women league, do they have a license just like their senior women coach, and do they and are they going to have a style of play from the age like 5 to 18 years old? So I think this person is asking, like, when you have that league, what level coaching the coaches will have, what level coaching
What
license they
we are
will have.
trying to do? No, we don't have A and B license. None of our females are at that level, and none of our
Female
male
coaches.
coaching women are at that level.
Okay.
So as I said, I've been equipped coming out of Mexico, because there is a B license that is coming up through CONCACAF, and what we are trying to do is to have our ladies do the D and the C license, so
Okay.
that when that comes, we are able to have
Talking like people
representatives.
like Tashana,
So
Vincent,
we are
and so on.
equipping our females.
The female coaches you're talking specifically,
Yeah, man.
like
Tashana just need to get the C, and then
yeah.
cause Tashana is close to that, and Alicia that just came from Tampa with the girls, But there are some other former national players that are very interested in the coaching program. So what we are trying to do is to get them up to C. So when the B come now to CONCACAF, we have a few of our females stepping out on that course.
Okay. And okay. All right. I see that there are initiatives to raise the level of our players
I'm
and
not
coaches.
hearing you.
You're not hearing me again? One, check one. You're hearing me now?
I'm not hearing. I'm not hearing.
I am hearing you.
You hear me, Omar?
Yeah, man, I'm hearing you. Yes, I'm hearing you. All right, you're gonna ask that question. Welcome to all the persons who are joining. Gunners Boss, Ryan, LFC, Jason, bless up, Leighton, bless up. Island Cart, bless up, Stan Cranky. Yeah. Peso, Kems the Voice, Zenat, Dave Stone, bless up. Welcome to all the persons. All right, you hearing me now? You're muted. You're mute.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. So I see that there are initiatives to raise the levels of our players and our coaches in the long term, but in the short term, how can we get results and quality? We don't get quality for anything at the youth level, because the truth is the under 17 didn't qualify, the under 20 didn't qualify, the under 15 poor outing. I mean, understand tough circumstances. So how do we get,
Omar, I am telling you, that's not going to happen again.
Okay. So
you hear me?
It's not going to happen again. That's
No.
a very bold statement,
Yes, man. Yes, man. Because it seems like how you have your listeners are boots to go for different position and go at the higher level, and so seem like we have some persons over there that is saying we need to get this right, Elaine. You understand me?
Okay.
So
okay.
When we look at the different holidays that we have, because remember these things are the next 2 years, You understand me? And we know that we need airfare and that sort of thing. So there are persons from your side and coaches too that see how best we can together. And these are Jamaicans, like your listeners. You understand? So we have sought start to prepare how we gonna
Okay.
prepare our girls
Okay.
both
Okay. That sounds
overseas
good.
and locally.
And
Yes. So
locally.
that's why I'm saying that 11 love from US. That is in the past. I remember
Ah,
1994. Yeah. Now remember 1994, we got 10 love from USA in Montreal. You
yes.
understand? 1994. And that is in the
Yes.
past. What
Yes.
happened this weekend
Is
is
in
in
the
the
past.
past.
Hey, listen.
Right.
If anyone told me that Jamaica would be getting 11 love in football up to that game, I'll tell them I must be a madman. Not, but I'm glad that you have said that that will never happen again.
Yes, because you see, all your listeners that is talking there, everybody's gonna come on board, and we're gonna do what we have to do, both locally and internationally, to ensure that any team that we send out again will be
Prepare.
well prepared to represent us.
Yeah, because let me give you because that listen. All right, now with our under 20 team, and this is part of the big discussion because personally, I engage some of the players because I'm able to talk to players in the diaspora who can play for Jamaica. Always want to. In fact, I'm going to tell you the proudest thing, right? One of the proudest moment, especially on the female side of football, is when you
Mhm.
have the Jamaicans in the United States. When their kids are approached to play for Jamaica, I don't think the parent who lives in Jamaica is as proud as the parent who lives in the United States when they are approached. That's how I feel. I feel like the people in the United States, especially, they are so proud when they hear that. Listen, come out, come and try out for Jamaica. I think they love that. All right, and I what are
And
we going to?
Omar,
Yes,
I'm going to differ from you. They
yeah.
love it since the reggae girls are on top. Yeah, they love it since the reggae girls because remember, it's not no I'm in this, you know. And
Mm,
some parents would have never send them children to Jamaica to try out because we always get beaten. And they didn't know that those little girls are the ones that was gonna help us. They would never. It's now that we are in the limelight. They won't hesitate now to send them. I can tell you that. And that's why I speak to the development. We have to help with the development. You understand? So
all
when
right,
we take no beating to reach
all
where
right.
we are.
So let's
You
say that
understand?
that
So
is no.
persons must believe in development.
So let me give you that. I'm going to give you that. It is of recent, right? So let's move
Okay,
it
thank you.
here. So let me give you that. All right, I'm going to give you that. It is of recent. I am saying though, there are so many of
Yeah.
them who I think even with the under 20 team, and I like what you said. If we were preparing earlier, and I'm not listen. Remember, I am not talking about. I'm talking about players and people who played, their fathers played football in Jamaica. Some of them fathers played for the national team. Their kids, females, wanted to represent, but because of short preparation time, I so what I want to ask you, is there any plans in your whole future look at the football to begin as early as possible to talk to some of these coaches? See, one is right here now, His name is Boris Johnson. You know that one?
Mm-hmm.
Right. You have the Boris Johnson, the
That's my
Tyrone
brother.
Marshall. All right. So these guys have a lot
But
a lot
Barry,
of
the other day, when the girls, Omar,
yes.
the other day when the girls came to Tampa, Boris went down there and ensured that they have rehydration and carry how much things for them to
Of
ensure that they
course.
are comfortable.
That is my point. So I'm going to tell you now. So way before the under 20 tournament, Boris was talking about players who could be available almost 6 months before. So what I want to ask is there plans to engage some of these people way before the next tournament to begin to get in some of these under 20s in the States and and the under 17 begin to engage them from now. So when they get to the tournament, we're not bringing them to Jamaica for a camp 1 week and them gone back overseas. Are there plans to begin to engage like the people like the Boris Johnson and the others in the United
Omar,
States? Yes.
Omar, remember I told you that it's not going to happen like before. Remember I
Okay.
told you that I'm talking to some coaches up there. and no team will go again and not being prepared because we are doing from both angles, from Jamaica and overseas.
Okay. All right. Boris Johnson
Yeah.
want to ask, he want to ask a different question. He's asking you what is the plan for the Sligoville mini stadium? They take a look a while to answer that one. You say your friend, and that's why we ask. Eh?
No, the last thing I heard, and I was really happy about that it seems like it's gonna fall under GC Foster. And I tend to believe because I see it well painted up in the color of GC Foster. So
Oh.
yes, I had plans to talk with MP about that, Nathaniel Nita, because we have a very good relationship before I even become president, and there as Sligoville and the surrounding communities are entering the competition that we are putting on in the parish. So we need them to be able to have a field close to them. Tell Boris to call me, man.
He's
Tell
asking
Boris.
he's asking if it is up for sale.
Well, oh,
Boris, Miss Elaine Walker-Brown say must call her. So I said that the number so you can call her. It was posted earlier. Devon Porter is a Jamaican out there in Canada. Don't know if you have ever interacted with him, but he also helped find players and stuff. He says we have a lot of Jamaican coaches and are qualified in diaspora. Why doesn't the JFF reach out to some of us to help with the development? Because I see someone up here was also talking about a coach called Laura Brown. I think she's a female. And I think, like I said, that these things are not going. People, let me tell you, what Miss Walker-Brown has said is that what happened is in the past. A new book, not a new page has been turned. A new book has been bought. And those things will not happen again.
Sir Omar,
Yes.
I appreciate this interview so much.
Yeah.
This is not just an interview, because I need to touch base with Tyrone. I need to touch base with Boris. I need to touch base with these coaches. I need to talk to these people. I need to find them. I
All
need
right.
to, yes, we need to talk.
So, Mr. Porter, see
We need to talk.
Boris, see the number there. All of you coaches, the person with Laura, see the numbers here. Laura Jackson. Don't worry, I'm going to have I have a coach, two female coaches. One coach Bonishaw in University of Tennessee, Brian Pensky. Did an interview with him. He's going to be coming down to do some workshop as well, like we did, like I told you at Draxal recently. And I have the University of Florida State coach coming as well at some
And you see
point.
what you guys do? You come quietly and leave quietly.
No,
And you are doing development for women football. We need it to be loud. We need persons to know what is happening.
It is no. This is why we need to have the interview, because what happened is that I could talk to one parish president, and you as a chairperson don't know this is the issue I'm having. I'm saying that there needs to be this connection, that everyone is connected, and that is why it happened the way it did, because we were of one impression that you were in on it. That's what the impression we had, and we want to make sure that going ahead that doesn't happen, that everybody is on board, because there are people who are doing things and it probably not being recognized. William, there's a guy called Michael Johnson at William Nib. They have a big thing going on, big thing with women's football going on down there. And that his name is Michael Johnson. The entire William Nib family, that they've been coming and doing a thing with the females in Trelawney, and then they're going to try to get them on scholarship. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Yes, and there's a lot of other groups. There's a group that comes in Trelawney. You understand me? But what we want to do, when you come in, we want the community and its environment and the little girls that are interested in playing the word get around, and they know where to come and is the expectation and all of that. Because some of them are dream big, but as you know, when you go into some rural areas, if you say you're going to Falmouth Square, some children in Falmouth to reach there is far, like going to Kingston. You understand me? So it's not easy. So if we can get the word around and we get the resource persons to help and reach out to these young ladies and get them down. Because I can tell you, most of the times, you see the girls from the rural, look on Kenya. I told somebody the other day, Kenya club usually get 15 and 13 love, and it's a scout, see Kenya, and the rest is history. So if we can help to reach out to these deep rural, the talents are there, but they need help.
All right. I mean, I know people want to go and watch Grand Gala. I did promise you're not going to keep you long because you have Grand Gala and I don't want you to start watch Grand Gala on me. But we probably going to have to do this again. But here's and I know you're with mom and all of that. So, and I don't want to say, this pastor, my daughter come look for me and the pastor there I talk to you all time. So let me just.
No. I am over my mama with my sister that leaving tomorrow and my brother. So, and they are listening to us. They having a grand time listening in on you. And you convert.
Tell them they need to go on the channel I Am Sure Sports and also like and subscribe. So when we do it again and they're overseas, they can watch it. You understand me? So they need to do that. But what I want to ask you is that with the JFF, the truth is whether I mean it must be accepted that the present JFF, a lot of people have lost faith in them. Now you're a part of it. Though there are stuff that they have accomplished. What do you think, if anything, needs to be done so that the public, private sector, public sector, fans, players can have a different outlook on the present JFF administration? What can be done? What needs to happen? Is it the people that are causing issues, or is it the federation itself needs to do some new things or new way? What needs to happen? Because the football can't continue like this, where it is we versus them or them versus us.
Yeah. Every time I talk to the media, I get in trouble.
All right. All right.
Did you know that?
Okay. I'm
here for the people, and I don't. But I think, to be honest, to answer your question,
I don't want.
This is where I get in trouble. And I'm only just doing the thing because I love what I do. I love the sport of football. I love what young people can achieve. Their dreams and aspiration can come through this wonderful game. And hence why I put out so much. But I think if we are transparent and open, and the public can see what is happening and how it is happening, I think it will be okay. But they don't know, especially from.
Yeah, that's an honest. I agree with you that. I agree with you that if the JFF it becomes more transparent and open, and that's an honest answer.
Yeah, but I know I'm gonna give you an honest answer, but I know I'm gonna get licks. But I'm
For
okay.
what? No, okay. Well,
I'm okay. You're gonna pray for me, and a lot of other people have prayed for me. I'm covered. I'm sincere, so I'm good.
Yeah, like I can't see how you get. But listen, the first thing, right? They have a thing called Celebrate Recovery. They call it the 12 steps to recovery. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So
Amar, let me tell you something.
So the first thing is you have to admit that there's a problem. So when you're going this first step, I tell the people, you have to say, like, if you're a drug addict, you have to say that I am a drug. Because if you can't admit where you are failing, then it's going to be hard for you to make changes. And the fact that you can say, listen, as an administration, and you're not taking yourself from it, we need to be more transparent and open. And if we did that, I can't understand why people would have a problem with that. Because it is obvious to everybody that that is the issue. And until they can admit it, and maybe you need to have that conversation and say, listen, let us be open, honest, and transparent with the people. Jamaican love the truth, Hey, Jamaican will love you if you tell her the truth and you reveal things. Then we say, all right, at least then say, then sorry, make we get past it.
Yeah. But one of the things, I will tell you what I'm going to accomplish from this interview with some of the names of the persons that you call, and what they're going to add to me assisting with the whole development at the women's football. But what I don't want, if you are reprimand, no reprimand me, but if you are showing me where I'm going wrong or so, do it in a respectful manner. You understand me? Yes, do it in a respectful manner, because sometimes persons react to what they hear and it's not the truth. And if they have dialogue with me and they say, boy, Elaine, me here, Elaine, I'm gonna reach out to her, I'm gonna say, oh, we can help because we are Jamaicans and whatever. But Elaine, me think you should do so and do it so and whatever. But as long as you try to say, Elaine, me never like how you do it and you do it in a respectful manner, I am fine.
Yeah,
because one of the things I can tell you,
you're
Omar,
very close to the camera, so I don't know if you have moved up to. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I am back. I'm back with my beautiful face. All right. One of the things that I can tell you see anybody don't see this interview, they're going to see it, you know.
Well, they're going. Let me tell you what I know, and you're
anybody miss out.
You're absolutely right. I think she got a call again, but I know what you're saying. But you're hearing me?
No, you hearing me, man? Yes, I'm hearing you.
All right, you're absolutely right. Let me tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. I have done stuff, and people have reported it to persons in the federation.
You breaking up now, Omar?
All right. You hearing me now? Check 1 2. You hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
So I have done videos.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
And persons apparently told persons in the federation who reached out to me, watch this. And all I said to them is that you did not listen the conversation. Somebody told it to you. So I understand what you're saying. Somebody took out something out of it and made an issue of it. But there are some things that I understand from this. And that is that I think how you are approached, even if you are wrong, which is right. And I don't know if because you're a female and it's a man's world I don't know if that is it, because I know it's a FIFA stipulated mandate for the inclusion of female. Because maybe if that wasn't the case, maybe no female would be in it. I don't know. I could be wrong. All right. But what I'm saying though is that it is apparent that maybe your gender affects how you get dealt with for being truthful, and it cannot be. It can't. Organizations, and you don't have to say it. I can say it. Listen, no organization, a church, a government, a school should not deal with a person in a particular way in correction, encouragement based on their gender, but on the issue.
And I will say, Omar, I'm not treated that way.
Okay.
I think the only problem, like maybe some of them, I'm very firm. I know what I want, and I go after what I want. And they know that they can't. No, and they show me respect, and all respect due to the men. You understand? But sometimes they would prefer for me to be quiet. Well, I can't.
But I'm saying I can't say
but
that.
I must say publicly.
No, man, I can't say. Listen, if I want my wife to shut up, that is not respecting her. I can't say I respect you, but don't say anything. That's disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
If I respect you, I respect your right to speak.
Well, you might have a point, but I don't see. It's just like when I speak, I like how I talk about transparency and whatever somebody's gonna hear and say, "Oh, you know, show disrespect," or you understand me? You know, but it's what it is. I'm not a push around. I'm not a walkover. I love what I do, and I will continue, especially the support that you are giving me now.
Yeah,
it only empower me.
Don't worry about Jamaica. Everything is this. Listen, right now you walk out the road, I all no pass them. Hey, you disrespect me, you know that's a regular thing, man. Jamaican sometimes half of the time them talk about disrespect don't make not a sense. Everything a disrespect. Hey, my youth disrespect me, you know. What me do? Hey, you just call to me, so we are called father. You know, say a boss. Everything is this. Say, so many times you can't pay attention. But part of respecting people is allowing them to speak. and I always say this, listen, and I've had conversation with many parish presidents, and I've said this, listen, you see, if I'm wrong, you can come and talk to me. And if you correct me and say, man, Mr. Stennett, Omar, whatever, you're wrong, Pastor, you're wrong. Listen, you and I can have a conversation because I don't change the relationship. All right? No, if I can come out and say you do a good job, I can come out and say the job that you did is not good. That don't mean I'm disrespecting you. I have a right to be honest. All of us have a right to speak the truth to the people we love and respect.
You're breaking up.
Yeah, I'm saying that all of us must speak to people and tell them the truth if we love and care about them. And they must appreciate that.
That's what they get from me, the truth.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's an hour and a half.
I really appreciate it too.
Yeah, but so I put up the number again. So those who, and the email address is there for you to reach out to Elaine Walker-Brown. If you missed it for any reason, you can reach out to I Am Sure Sports. I will get it to you so you can speak to her. She will gladly take your call and your emails. If at first you don't succeed, just call again. And if you don't get through, I called 3 times. After 3 strikes, I don't know. But the 3rd strike, you should get through. She was on the road. All right, she's busy. So just. But I leave you with you know the last few minutes before you go and spend the rest of the time with your family watching Grand Gala to share. You know, just talk to the people and yeah, just take some time to close out, however you so desire.
Okay, thanks, Sir Stennett. But I just want to say to your diaspora and Jamaica, because I know Jamaicans watch it too, that as the president of St. Catherine and the head of women's football, I need all Jamaican support. And I'll be having a festival for female only on August the 26th. In whatever way you can assist me, I'm appreciative. But one thing you must understand, I develop both girls and boys as the president. So I need your support as coach, technical, whoever you are, whatever advice, whatever support you can give to me in making what I do very productive and that our young people will develop as they ought to through this wonderful game of football. I appreciate it. God bless you. Pray me up. And thanks, Sir Stennett, for having me.
You are most welcome, Miss Elaine Walker-Brown. And there you go, people. Mr. Porter, that's the number. Pin it in your phone right now. 876-826-9374. The email address is Elaine Walker-Brown, one word, at yahoo.com. All right. So call her, talk to her, right? She's open, she's transparent. That's how she lives her life. That's what she expects of those around her. And you know, old people say, speak the truth and speak it ever. I tell her that she's going to speak the truth. All right. So they asking is now a good time. I can't tell her when it's a good time. First, before you call her, text and ask her. You can't ask me if it's a good time, Coach Boris Johnson.
No, man, anytime. They can't call me anytime.
You can't call her.
You can't call me anytime.
You cannot call her anytime. You have to ask Mr. Brown if you can call her anytime. You understand
Mr.
me?
Brown will answer and he will tell me. Sir Stennett, Mr. Brown will answer and pass on the message.
All right, there you go. So you can call anytime. Mr. Brown will answer. All right, enjoy the rest of the Independence celebration.
Okay, thank you very much, man. Have a great evening.
It was my pleasure hosting
And
you.
enjoy Jamaica anywhere you are.
Yes, man.
God bless you.
years.
Thanks.
Bless you. All right. All right, there you go, people. Our conversation with Miss Elaine Walker-Brown. She is the chairperson for the Jamaica Football Federation Women's Committee. She also sits on the technical committee, and she's also the president of the St. Catherine Football Association. She has given you her number. She has given you her email. She's saying that she is open to you helping. Call her. She said you can call her any time. She went as far as saying, I'm not asking for money, it's resources. I will work with you in your parishes to get the resources that you want into the parishes, right? Until you can set up and establish something with your parish. All right. All those things she said. All right. We have a caller here. Let me just try and connect the calling thing so to hear what he has to say. Caller.
Big up yourself.
Yeah. Bless up, bless up, bless up. Man called Pine.
Yeah, man.
Fine. Yes, sir. How you doing?
Man. Big up yourself, Miss Elaine. I want to tell you, say, Miss Elaine, drop her number out there if you not call her and support the thing and pledge or donate something. So nobody will jump up in the woman inbox and them thing they will in a bright sense, you know, kind of on the thirsty, you know. Yeah. So to make sure the call her and pledge and support the thing like on the support in a male counterparts in sports because the women need support and they're not getting support. Not just in Jamaica, across the world, you know, women's sports is looked down and you know, I don't know why. But how we support with mother and with girlfriend and with daughters, them and we not support the woman them in the fields. It's not right. We have to treat them like a better man. So when we sit down now, we want to go watch the boys them play some football a Sunday evening. Make the woman them have a league on Saturday evening when we can go sit down and watch them to the same way. And the same way we have 1,000 supporters. In a stand I watch someone. We have 500-700 I watch the woman them to and go pay on a little money. So Miss Elaine them can get some money over St. Catherine and the people them over St. Andrew and the people them over Kingston and the people them over Manchester and so on and Clarendon and Westmoreland with see them like a female league can get something going and empower the thing because it takes the men to strengthen the woman, you know. So if we continue to condemn these women in the field of sports, you know, and other things they do, you know, we're not gonna get nowhere, you know, brother. And the woman, them, you know, the future, them, too, you know, them, my foundation, you know. So me, I beg on passionately. Wanna like the video, share the video, and beg on a friend them to subscribe. Not beg them, tell them to subscribe. Because that's great content over here. Miss Elaine thing now are different. You know, jump in our phone and call her and go up on our line and go support the thing. Me don't know if me I gotta do nothing, you know, because I'm kind of poor and I don't have no money, you know, but I guess me can beg some people to do something.
Yeah, because she remember she also said it's not just money, you know, sometimes, you know,
whatever.
it can, yeah, it can.
Me know.
Yeah.
When I say support, and I did not say financial alone, you know.
Yeah.
I mean to say if you find one good man and it's cheap, when you're going to Home Depot or Walmart or one of them places, you buy it and you put it in a one little bag and sit and you say, all right, when me have my next paycheck and so me I go buy one next one. And you send 1 2 ball where female them can kick to and a little girl them can kick to because I want to tell you enough of the youth them where do some other things. It's because them not have the influence, the strength, and them not have the village and raise them so them get influenced and get distracted by some other evil things and get themselves wind up. But we have to change the thing, brother. Because you see me, I can't tell you, you know, from me 8-year-old me hit the street, you know, and reach a Kingston and me 11-year-old, you know, man. And I want to tell you, say, if people never love me, I may never have some godmother and some godfather through those journeys, I could never go through the world and live to be 58. And I can tell you, say, not all, but most of my friends are dead.
Yeah.
You understand what I say, brother? So,
yeah.
Therefore, no, if we need to get back to that stage in life, what Pioneer telling us, say, some of we men need to change the way how we deal with youth and start to influence youth in the right direction. Because some youth, some man have live up on the youth, them say some youth not listening. No. I don't think so, me that listening. No. I me that listening. No. But you know what happened? I still get influence from some big man like Karam, Lush, Sky, some man from down a Porus, down a mile like a place there. When me come to Kingston now, me never have no much good influence. Me depend on my own, but you know what happen? The little thing when me get from them man there and some elders, it bring me through life. So them youth you need guidance. and them need assistance in whatever them do. Like how the lady now try to save some little girls. You know what I mean? If we can give them some assistance, we can save them from doing other things and save them from get pulled around the corner by some guys and them things and some other little things are going on with them and some other little things. But we know not to go on. But a protection to do it, you know. Yeah, like a father, me a beg on. But we help the ladies then. Yeah,
somebody is asking. Before the game is asking, he says, management, ask the caller, how has he been supporting women football?
You know, me tell the caller, say me tell him, say, me don't have
no,
money.
are you the caller?
No, tell the father ask the question. Say, before I start passionately asking these people, I said I am poor, I don't have anything. But this is a WhatsApp call where I don't have to pay for because I need somebody that need some internet so me can talk. But this is something where you will have some money, big man. Help all the thing. If I even want a little ball over one before foreign no cost more than about maybe one good ball all purpose we can kick pan concrete and pan grass no cost more than about $25-$30 for one good ball. And although we have some expensive one in there. So I have no money to support it right now. But management know all my thing. When they have a money, me will call him and say, see a thing here, send a little thing you go be lady. But right now you have a thing. So call her and drop a thing over. I'll buy a ball. That's all you have to do. And me not go around the corner and tell you know, say, and I need somebody Wi-Fi, maybe a thief, like a Wi-Fi, you know, I look like they don't lock up there. So it come up for me.
Somebody Wi-Fi, what you just say a while ago? Somebody
Wi-Fi me.
Oh, I think it's a Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi. No, Wi-Fi upstairs, man. I was back for the pouch, you know? Yeah. I cool off the man a bit tough. But management, you should even ask me that question there, because you're supposed to tell the man them say, you know, I want thing with fine action, when fine already find a step the plate, you know.
No, the person have a question, so I have to ask him. I have to ask the question.
When you're not getting the money.
No,
you answer all questions to that.
No, I'm saying that the person had a question, so I just ask it. So you know, that's why I asked.
Yeah, man. Not wrong, man. But you see, you could answer that question for me. You know. You should not tell them, say, I find that, you know, one thing with Pioneer, when Pioneer say, I'll do it, you know.
Yeah, but you send
so
support. You send support to You send support to
Me tell you something. No, me send support to certain school, and me send support to certain like a college and them thing there. When I go put the people in business out there, I have not been holding up to my pledge for the last 3 months. So me have to go send them a little lump sum in one check here sometime soon, you know, because training camp supposed to start up anytime, and I want to make sure so the youth them have some good food and get them thing ready to go. Because the championship we are look for this year, the Manning Cup to the world, Manning's man don't say nothing, and me and you know, make them wonder who. But tell them, Manning's Cup championship we are look for this year, so we are going to keep the youth them, we are going to make sure so them healthy and strong, and go out there go win the Manning Cup. No KC, no JC, no. You know what I say? You hear me say Manning's man? I up our place our Manning's Cup this year. And them know where, and we not going to say nothing.
Hey, what and a Manning's Cup it name, sir. No mix up my name.
Manning's or whatever.
Manning, no S in it, no. The Manning Cup, there you go.
All right, then, we just call it Gallon's Cup before the people start that. And we are Gallon's Cup championship that year, yeah. And we are get it. I just have to run out the rest of the show, you know, I think nobody else want to call after me.
No, but they are coming.
Them know, you know. Them know.
All right.
When me there. Manning's man, you are what? How much time we have left for this? How much time we have left for this? It was a great show, I'm fine here.
Yeah, man, it's an hour and 45 minutes, so we're at that time now, so I just, I just need to wrap up because I wait for you to finish your phone call.
All right, let me go on that.
No, but hold on.
Pioneer, let me get 2 more minutes and go on. Go ahead, sir. Pioneer and Manning's man, Pioneer's Chris Lynch and them do a good show today and preacher, but here me I beg you. Pioneer, I'm a friend, but me I beg you. when the people never talk about commentary, brother, you can't make a man where I go start commentary and him can't and the race done before him start the commentary, brother. You have to take pioneer off my microphone. I'm a friend, I love him when him dip on the mic, attack and attack and attack, but I can't take him to the commentary, brother. All right, God, catch you later.
All right.
People wanna like the video, share the video, and comment for the video and subscribe and telling the people to subscribe and make we go and build this thing. It's a great platform and we want you know some great content continually, but we have to build the algorithm too. You understand? So to make sure we do the right thing. And sometimes when you don't have a dollar, we have to drop it over a dollar sign, super sticker, super chat, or whatever. We soon put up a PayPal and a cash app on up and drop $1 right, you know. And everything count, you know. A one cocoa fully basket and gone. One man, bless up.
All right, bless up, Piney. All right, dear God, that is Piney for you. Big up, sir. Carol, yeah, man, bless up every time. Bless up every time. Bless up every time. Happy independence, one and all. You understand me? Devon Porter says stats will be winning. All right. This one says, Michael, bless up, Michael. Them are the people that can help are not doing anything because they not even want to sponsor the Sunshine Girl who almost at the top of the world in their sports. Yeah. And you know what we need to do? We need to make it. I think, like, you know what is funny, people? I think, you know, let me put it this way. It is us. Us. When I say us, I'm not talking about just the group, but we need to have some things like where the quote unquote small people who love the sport. Like if there was something, you know, that certain people could go and give $100 to the netball program, they would do it, you know. They would do it. So I think we have to find a way. Just same thing with the football. Like there are certain things. I remember when the players were supposed to come into Jamaica, how people just chipped in and helped with that. So there are people who would help. But Michael, I think we have to find a way to make it easier. So the man where they wanna pour us, and the man where they down a Balaclava, and the man where they Three Miles River, and the man where they a Papi, and the man where they you know a Yalas can, you know, there's a place that him can go give him $200 because every mickle make a muckle, you know. That's what we want to see happening. You understand? Yeah. Yeah. So oh you understand? So definitely. You understand me? That's what we want happening, and I think something like that needs to be done. Yeah, for the Sunshine Girl. Like, all right, a lot of you don't know this, right? But in the early stages of the Reggae Girls football team, when IRFM was involved in it, you know that they used to do this barrel thing that people would just walk up into certain towns and there were barrels there and they would drop money in it. Yeah, people would just drop money and it would go towards the Reggae Girls. So I think something like that needs to be done again where people can, you know, give to the Reggae Girls that way, give to the netball in particular. I think it is time now that there is something in place for our netballers, you know, and I hope that somebody who knows what it takes to organize stuff like this will really put it in place, because I know that there are well-thinking Jamaicans out there who would certainly give towards something like this. But, you know, I want to thank you again. Grand Gala still going on. Yeah. Yeah, so please, people, if you have not yet, hit the like button. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Share it with someone else. Remember, my birthday is somewhere in the middle of August. Yeah. So I'd love to be at 5,000 subscribers by then. I know we are some ways off, but we're not where we started out. So you can help with that. You understand me? I think we need to have a barrel across, you know? So subscribe. Also for the Sunshine Girls, I would love to see us have 14 barrels in the town centers to collect money for the Sunshine Girls. So blessings, people. Green and yellow. Alicop Excelsior High School, 12th and 13th. of this month. I am Manning's man. Happy Independence Day to you. Grand Gala going on. This has been I Am Sure Sports. And as usual, when it gets to this point, I say thank you to every single one of you for watching, for liking, for sharing, for subscribing. Let's keep on doing the good work. Again, let me say it. We are over and we are O-U-T out.
Yo, watch about dog, SK New Erdis, the body out there, Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Orchard Race, Galtigo Bay, everywhere. I Am Sure Sports, check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like, ha. Yeah, someone on for the food from we young, from we day, you need height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.